All right, welcome to the after work JNCIE-SP video. Got a late start today. Would have liked to make one afterwards, but I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's just the date is June 2nd, 2020, and just the way things are in the United States right now, I kind of am having a little bit trouble focusing on this exam right now. So hoping to try to overcome that somehow, because I do think this exam is going to be really important for my career. It's something I want to focus on, and regardless of what else is happening in the world, you know, if I can just bring myself to study for half an hour, 2 hours a day, I think I can have a much better likelihood of having a decent outcome. So this is something really important that I believe it's more than worth my time. Checking the news, that sort of thing, I think it's something I would rather do a lot less of. So what better thing to do besides that than to continue working on this exam? So we've got a goal for the OP scripts. So looks like last video I was attempting to just make more goals, and then in the next few videos accomplishing those goals. So let's try to find another goal for the unbox scripts. So for OP, the goal is going to be to alert a server when a user logs into a device. But let's see what we can do for commit scripts. Okay, so we've got basics, design, boilerplate. Let's look for, yeah, just the original here. So here's some things we can do. We can generate custom error messages, generate custom warning messages, generate custom syslog messages, or make changes to the configuration. Let's generate custom syslog messages. So I'll put that down as my goal. Okay, and I'm going to need to make this box bigger somehow. Oops, looks like I don't have the ability to do that. Maybe I can just take away a new line character. Okay, yep, so I just had an extra new line character. So let's find a goal for event scripts. Okay, so we don't have events. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we do. So we have event options, event script. So, but we've just got a reference. We don't have any sort of idea of what they are used for. All right, I'm going to make the title for this next video I'm working on now. So I ran out of space. YouTube only permits a few characters in the title, does not permit all of the. So I need to trim it down. I can't have the full name, but that looks good. Okay, so event scripts enable you to automatically diagnose and fix problems in the network, monitor the overall status of the device, run automatically as part of an event policy that detects periodic error conditions, change the configuration in response to a problem. So let's have it monitor the overall status of the device, and then in the event that the device uses more than 90% CPU or more than 70%, let's have it alert us of that. Sounds like a good goal. Oops, and somehow I have, so I think I can, yep, I'll Control Z that, and then I'll open Notepad. And then hopefully I can get rid of that formatting. Yep, okay. So now let's see what we've got for SNMP scripts. Okay, so we've got a number of SNMP topics. I don't see anything relating to scripting though. Let's check out some examples, and maybe there's something that looks like would be a good goal for learning about Python scripting on Box. Okay, so let's do, so these looks like they could be good. Configuring traps and informs. So I'll do a Google search for that. Okay, so I think this will be fine. Okay, so I think these two will be fine to read about, and maybe just go from there, figure out what to do after reading these. So I've got all three of my goals. This one's going to be to configure traps and informs. Okay, so put that in the notes. All right, so we're ready to go to actually work on these scripts. I think I'll be able to do some of that in this video. I'll admit I'm getting tired. I'm kind of, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm really having a lot of trouble focusing on this exam in light of the things that have been happening recently. But really, if I can bring myself to do that, I'm going to be better off in the long run than if I didn't. There's really no reason for myself in this particular situation to not focus on this and to instead focus on something else. Okay, so this is going to be an OP script. Okay, so let's take a look at the boilerplate, because regardless of what we do, we're going to need this. All right, we're going to need it for Python. So one thing to notice is they don't have Python listed here. That's because this is an outdated version of the help. It's specific to version 17, and Unbox Python, that help won't show up until you're in version 19, or actually I'm not sure which version it is exactly, but the reason it's missing from that configuration but present in this configuration is because of the version that it is. So I'll add this to my notes. It might have been added to my notes before, but I will add it again. Okay, so let's get that boilerplate. Here it is. Okay, so now let's do a script. And I don't need any of these open anymore. All right, so now let's see what commands we can use using the help menu. Okay, and these are all commands for the XML and the slacks. But let's see if there's a updated documentation for this online. Yeah, the other thing I haven't been doing that's kind of been affecting my mental state is I haven't been able to use the gym. I would normally go and swim around the lake at least every day, and the gym's been closed for a long time. It's open now, but I still haven't gone yet because it just don't really feel comfortable, because the way, especially my state of Texas, was open. Like, it wasn't open because we met any testing criteria, because we had cases drop. It was just basically open in a what I believe to be a reckless manner. So, like, I understand that my gym is reopening. I don't really blame them for that, because they are legally allowed to do that now, and they don't want to go under. In fact, before this whole thing, they were looking at expanding quite a bit, so they probably got some bills to pay. But at the same time, like, if it's not safe to go, I don't want to just rush it and go. I would love to go and swim, but it's just a tough situation. And to be honest, I do think it is safe to go. So kind of one thing I've been hoping to do is to actually go. I could probably do that tomorrow, go for the first time. And that might help me study and keep my focus geared towards this test a lot easier. So I think what I'm going to do is just maybe take the L for today as far as studying for this exam goes. I mean, it's not entirely an L. I think I definitely got a W for having my unbox goals and even just making the video. One thing I have learned in my self-study endeavors is that it's always better to just do a bad practice session or a short one than to just skip it entirely, because you skip one day, you're going to skip the next day, and then the next day, and before you know it, you haven't done it for weeks. It's better to do it, maybe not do the best job of it, but come back the next day and then really do a better job once you're in a better mental state. So I think what's going to get me there is swimming that lake again. So hopefully I can do that tomorrow. But until then, thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.